Good afternoon. I'm Gwendolyn Morton, and this is Alive at 5 on WBON TV9, where every local story starts here. A few of our top headlines for Live at 5 today. A drug bust in southern Kentucky leads to 27 arrests. We've got all the details on that, plus an arrest for a wanted man in Laurel County and an update from the legislative session. All that plus more news, local sports, and of course weather. That's all coming up here today, Live at 5. But first, in our WBON TV big story of the day. Today, a drug roundup led by the Laurel County Drug Interdiction Task Force resulted in 1 pound of methamphetamine confiscated and 27 people arrested. Laurel County Sheriff Office reported in a news release that at least one drug trafficking organization has been dismantled. After some of the investigation was wrapped up, the Sheriff's Office stated that these individuals, among others, were arrested for alleged roles in relation to drug trafficking. 28-year-old Larry Tyler Hammonds of Manchester was charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. 38-year-old John Richards was charged with trafficking in a controlled substance and more than 2 grams of methamphetamine, possession of drug paraphernalia, and persistent felony offender. 25-year-old Jamerson Cannon of Dayton, Ohio, was charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. 59-year-old Timothy Rader was charged with wanton endangerment, convicted felon with a handgun, and 24-year-old Tyler Ross of Troy, Ohio, was charged with first-degree trafficking in a controlled substance, possession of a drug paraphernalia, and possession of marijuana. The ages of all 27 people arrested ranged from 24 to 64 and included dozens of other drug-related charges. Police from Laurel and Knox County state that they had been working with the Drug Interdiction Task Force for several months to help address the drug problem across county lines. The Laurel County Sheriff's Office states that Hammonds, Cannon, and Ross were reportedly found with about 1 pound of suspected methamphetamine, along with a plastic bag that had about 3 ounces of marijuana. That is an ongoing story, and of course, we'll have more details at that as they become available. Well, the London Police Department's Special Investigation Unit has successfully located and apprehended 24-year-old Kylan Dwayne Hutton, a resident of Corbin, in connection with several crimes. Hutton was located based on an outstanding warrant issued by the Laurel County authorities for charges of first-degree rape and first-degree sodomy, both involving a victim under the age of 12. Additionally, he was accused of being a persistent felony offender. Furthermore, Hutton faced another outstanding warrant from Whitley County for 2 counts of second-degree assault, possession of a firearm by a convicted felon, and third-degree criminal mischief. After a thorough search, authorities were able to locate Hutton in the South Laurel area. He has been transported to the local jail pending further legal proceedings. Well, Section 8 housing has been a big topic of discussion during the current legislative session in Frankfort and Richmond. Section 8 is a voucher-based program that utilizes local landlords and helps make housing affordable. The Housing Choice Voucher Program provides tenant-based rental assistance so a tenant can move from one unit of at least minimum housing quality to another. In 2022, of the 5.2 million American households that received rental assistance, approximately 2.3 million of those households received Section 8 housing. Some states have laws that prevent landlords from discriminating based on source of income. These laws are not applicable in all areas, and the program remains voluntary in most places. To break down the discussion about the Section 8 and the state capitol this week, WBON TV correspondent Charles Baglin joins us from Frankfort.
House Bill 18 in the 2024 Kentucky General Assembly has taken a major step forward in protecting what supporters call the rights of landlords and property owners. Debated in the full Senate, the bill says that just because a person wants to use federal housing assistance to pay their rent doesn't mean a local government can force the landlord to accept it. Proponents say it protects the property owner from having to abide by all other requirements of the housing program. which may include accepting less than fair market value in rent. Opponents, however, say it's unfair to lower-income families. Yet any landlord that chooses can accept the federal housing voucher, but no law can outright force it. Senator Stephen West of Harris.
We got to remember whose property we're talking about. This is the landlord's property. This is property that they've bought and they've paid for. And they've got skin in the game because they are making the monthly mortgage payment.
The measure has grabbed headlines since mid-January in the form of two separate bills, those being Senate Bill 25 and House Bill 18. The latter now contains Senate wording, essentially making the two bills one and the same. The measure was approved on the Senate floor, but now will return to the House for concurrence on the amendment. Reporting at the state capitol in Frankfort, I'm Charles Baglin.
Thanks, Charles, for that update. Well, a Laurel County man who was shot by law enforcement officers during a chase on February 4th is out of the hospital and is now in jail. 31-year-old Dylan S. Sutherland was discharged from the University of Kentucky Hospital on February the 17th and taken to the Laurel County Correctional Center. He faces 4 counts of attempted murder of a police officer and additional charges after he fled from police who suspected him of driving impaired in London. During the chase, Sutherland brandished a handgun from his vehicle's window and fired multiple shots at pursuing officers. The pursuit ended in a residential area where Sutherland was shot after he exited the vehicle and continued shooting at law enforcement officers from the London Police Department and the Laurel County Sheriff's Office. Deputies from Laurel County are trying to locate a car that was reported stolen about 2 miles south of London off of South Laurel Road. The car is a 2005 Chevy Impala. If you have any information regarding the whereabouts of the vehicle, you're asked to please contact the Sheriff's Office. That phone number is 606-864-6600, or you can send an email to the department. You can also send a message through their Facebook page app. Tips can remain anonymous. Deputy Austin Whittle is investigating the incident. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. I hope you got out and about today because it was absolutely beautiful outside. We've got Susie in the Weather Center. She's going to let us know how long this warm streak is going to last.
Tis the season for sickness. Protect yourself and those around you with vaccinations at the Harness Health Pharmacies, powered by Mercy Health. Mercy Health Pharmacies offer vaccines for influenza, COVID-19, pneumonia, and RSV. Most vaccines are covered by the insurance, and in case they are not, Harness Health Pharmacy also partners with the primary care clinics for patients that are required by insurance to receive their vaccines there. Stop by the Harness Health Pharmacy in Irvin, located next to the Mercy Health Irvin Primary Care.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Did I ever tell you about that time I zipped right past that dang Sasquatch?
I don't think so.
Yes, sir. I don't know how they ever got away if it wasn't for this brand new side-by-side I got at Gateway Cycles.
In Mount Sterling?
Yes, sir. They set me up with something that left old Sasquatch sneezing in my dust.
Jimbo!
Lord, I hear him coming back now.
That ain't no Sasquatch. That's Mama.
Get a great deal on Sasquatch eluders today. Gateway Cycles, Mount Sterling.
Are you considering a bathroom remodel? Think about this. Remodeling your bathroom without addressing the plumbing is like going to get a facelift when you need heart surgery. Plumbing is the heart of your home. At Fast Flow, we understand the importance of a well-functioning plumbing system. Our expert plumbers have years of experience in providing top-notch plumbing services. Don't just settle for a pretty face. Choose Fast Flow Plumbing before you remodel and keep your home's heart beating perfectly.
Call a pro at Fast Flow.
I'm Michelle. And I'm Jennifer. And in the spring of 1992, Bishop's Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County. Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop's Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond. We can't wait to see ya.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Well, welcome back. Another absolutely beautiful day here in the Bluegrass. We've got Susie Martin in the Weather Center. She's going to give us a look at that weather ahead and possibly some rain moving into the area. Here's Susie.
Thank you so much, Gwendolyn. A pretty quiet scene for now, but there is an approaching disturbance that's going to be coming into play, and this is going to result in waves of showers. A cold front is what's working its way through. We'll be tracking gusty winds with gusts to up to 30 miles per hour and a brief hit of cold air. But the key word there is brief, because we do see temperatures rebounding quickly. So we're going to take you through the forecast. Tonight, we've got the rain picking up. Showers will begin to move in here, spotty at first, but the chances there into the early morning. And temperatures not as warm. We will be warming to around 58 degrees, but incredibly mild overnight as we're way above the average. Our average low for this time of the year in the 20s. We're not going to get anywhere near that. And it's the warm surge of air out ahead of the system that we've been dealing with today and maybe enjoying if you've been liking today's weather. Tomorrow, though, we're turning a lot more active as rain and thunder threats will be in place. Here's that approaching frontal boundary, and this is what's going to be setting off against some rumbles of thunder. Not too concerned with severe weather at this point, but showers initially will be quite spotty and turning more widespread as we look towards tomorrow afternoon and evening. Once that boundary pushes through, it takes a lot of the rain with it. The air behind it is drier, and that's what's going to set us up with a dry stretch through the end of the week. So it's this short window of time in which we'll be tracking a decent shot for rainfall. Tonight, we'll be down into the 40s. We've got Lexington down to 50, 38 degrees in Boonville. But as we look at tomorrow's setup hourly, we do have temperatures climbing back into the 50s, and we do have waves of showers that will be expected here, again, primarily during the afternoon and evening time frame. Here's a look at our high temperatures, again, reaching the 50s. We do also have wind gusts at up to 30 miles per hour possible. These temperatures are going to be running about 5 to 8 degrees or so above the average. So tomorrow, breezy with thunderstorms possible. Other than that, though, we do dry out, and notice how much colder we'll be, 39 for Saturday. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. And of course, always check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, a unique residential school located in Harlan County is aiming to help better teens who may be considered at risk of dropping out of school. WBON spoke with Program Coordinator Dexter Day about the positive impact cadets experience at the Appalachian Challenge Academy.
According to the Kentucky School Report Card, the dropout rate among students grades 4 through 12 from 2022 to 2023 was 1.7%. That same report card lists a total of 634,424 total students in that demographic. Although this data may cause concern, there are organizations that aim to help youths who may not perform well in a traditional school environment. The Appalachian Challenge Academy, or ACA, was opened in the summer of 2012 with the goal of helping Kentucky teens reclaim their lives.
Challenge Academy is actually part of a national program called the National Guard Youth Challenge Program. The whole purpose of the National Guard Youth Challenge Program, or our program, is to make sure that these teenagers that are about to become adults become productive citizens.
When incoming cadets arrive at the Harlan County campus, they will begin a 22-week course that follows what the ACA refers to as a quasi-military model. Program Coordinator Dexter Day explains that their program adopts elements of a military structure and augments it to fit a residential school system. The course is part of a nationwide program operated by the National Guard with partnerships between the Department of Labor and Department of Education.
We're a school, we're not your average typical school, but we're teaching respect and respect, for our country, respect for the flag, respect for authority, which a lot of these kids, they just don't have that. It's truly great when you see a kid make it through each step, and at the end when you see them graduate, and it's like they want to come back here.
Although the program will see cadets focus on education and physical fitness, Day tells WBON that the ACA offers applicants opportunities for unique experiences as well.
They get to do things, like I said, I don't never think they're going to get to do. They get to go to Frankfurt and they get to do a Capitol tour. And then after that, they go over to the Boone National Guard Center and they get the opportunity to to fly on a Black Hawk. How many high school kids do you know is to fly on a Black Hawk helicopter?
The cost of attendance for the Appalachian Challenge Academy is free for cadets. According to the ACA, the educational value of the program is over $27,000. Although the primary focus of the ACA is credit recovery, under certain circumstances, cadets may be awarded a high school diploma or GED. Applicants must be between the ages of 15.5 and 18 years old to participate in the program. For more information on the ACA program, you can visit their website at challengeaca.com or contact Dexter Day at 606-273-8044. Reporting for WBON Channel 9, I'm Gage Hill.
Great things going on there at the Appalachian Challenge Academy. With that, we're going to take another quick break. Don't go anywhere, though. We got Dawson Roll coming up next with your sports report.
The Kentucky Music Hall of Fame is home of legends and rising stars. See the best of the bluegrass as they showcase their musical talent on Live at the Hall. Each month's show will feature performances and interviews with new and exciting Kentucky musicians. Watch Live at the Hall Sunday nights from 6 to 6:30 on WBON Channel 9.1 and streaming on WBON Roku, Facebook, and YouTube channels. Check your local cable provider for listings. Live at the Hall is brought to you by Rockcastle Tourism, Team Kentucky, Marcellus Farm to Fork, and Lone Star Farm and Home.
Who makes the best meal in Richmond? Nuevo Vallarta. Friendly service, a place that's good for kids and good for groups. Head to Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond. Nuevo Vallarta is known for warm hospitality, great prices, great food, and the best fajitas in town. Start with an appetizer, order a la carte, or choose from their huge menu of Mexican favorites for grown-ups and kids. Nuevo Vallarta on Big Hill Avenue in Richmond.
How do you protect your family during a disaster? Have a plan of action for tornadoes, floods, earthquakes, and for an incident at the Bluegrass Army Depot. Know what you will do and how you will contact each other. Having a plan helps to keep you calm and not panic. Visit EstleCountyEMA.com to get started today. Plan today for a safer tomorrow.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your host, Micah Watkins, Samantha Burford, and Dawson Rule as they cover sports news for the greater Madison County area. Get your local sports news every Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop Small Engine Repair.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry. I've been doing repair work for over 3 decades. Not only do we carry a large supply of Kentucky agate, we also have several lines of natural gemstones. We carry everything from small diamond earrings to large 3.5 carat studs. We have pearl necklaces and pearl earrings. We carry a large supply of gold hoops. 108 East Main Street in downtown Richmond, Kentucky. We're nationally known, we're locally owned.
Transparency is what separates Kentucky Roof Works and Restoration apart from the rest. They offer free roof inspections and estimates and are here to serve all over Central Kentucky. Their team of experts will help you break down the cost of a new roof or repair and help you make the most informed decision possible. From wind and hail, fire and smoke damage, residential or commercial, Kentucky Roofs and Restoration can do it all. Like them on Facebook to learn more or call 859-200-5065.
Sports anchor Dawson Rule is in the studio to show highlights of a big Berea boys basketball win and talk about other scores and upcoming games in the final week of basketball regular season.
Basketball around the area last night was awesome. The sports crew had a great local game between two good teams, and other teams around the area had wins for the most part. Starting off today, Berea boys basketball picked up a huge win over Estill County last night, 70-64. Big man Pirate Tommy Bannerman and Jack Hemingway, Jake Mills, Nick Ballou, and more. Pirates all had really solid games in this win, which was a true team effort. Here are some of the highlights.
So Blevins will get it. He'll toss it down to Ballou. And we'll get an opportunity for the manager to get on the board. Awesome. Great job here by both Estill County and Berea. Hemingway, he'll fire for the long three and put it in. Hemingway, as the first quarter winds down, knocks down the long ball. And he'll take the three and too hard. Ball tipped around, ripped away by Mills. Too strong as he takes it away from Rose. And Mills up to 8 points off the bench. Liam drives in, floater is good. It'll fall down into the net. And Berea up by 2 at the moment, and they'll take that 2-point lead into the locker room.
Just rimmed out for Ballou, but Bannerman
got there for the putback. Wow. Jack driving in, kicking out. Ballou for three. It's good. Now it's Blevins. He'll drive in, hang. Oh, Finley Blevins. Ballou on the other end. He'll try a three. Banks it home. Nick Ballou with 6 points is also the Pirates of Powell County. Here's Ballou driving, hanging, laying it in.
Too easy.
And a double-digit lead for the Berea Pirates at home.
Madison Southern's boys had their get-back game last night. After a bad loss to Evangel Christian on Saturday, the Eagles went up to LCA to play and hung 105 on the home team. Southern has a quick turnaround as tomorrow they finish their regular season, playing at home against the top 11th region team in Bryan Station. The Eagles are also one win away from 20 this season. Models boys played and lost 76-44 to Rockcastle County at home. Tomorrow they will once again play at home, but this time against that same Berea team the sports crew saw last night that got the big win. Now this matchup will be an exciting one for local Madison County basketball fans to attend. The sports crew will be there at this ball game to broadcast to everyone who can't make it, although I think this will be a game you got to get out to. For the girls' games, Madison Southern had senior night last night, which concluded with a huge 72-39 win over East Jessamine. Lacey Sandlin finished with 19 and Hadley French finished with 18. Ashlyn Eastep and Olivia Coburn both added 7 points as well. Olivia Wagner had 8 rebounds. Berea's girls also played last night, but they were on the road and lost to Scott County 79-60. The team will have one more game at home this week against Montgomery County, who's really good, before they play Madison Southern in districts in only 6 days. Both Model and Madison Central play tonight. Model travels to play the Kentucky School for the Deaf, while Madison Central will host their final regular season game of the season against Grant County. Now on to college. EKU women's basketball won an important midweek game and will be returning home for the final 3 games of the regular season. The team knocked off a 1-win Chicago State bunch in Chi-Town, 85-63. The team will return home to play Bellarmine at 4 on Saturday, and then the last 2 home games for the team will be against Austin Peay and Lipscomb. That's going to wrap up today's sports segment. Tomorrow I'll return for more updates and to get y'all ready for another local stream game that evening. This is Dawson Rule with Madison County's own Sports Report.
Thanks, Dawson, for that sports update. Another quick break. Don't go anywhere. Lots more news, including Wanted Wednesday. That's coming up next here live at 5.
And at the half, EKU leads state 21-7.
I love the way these look.
Thanks.
Yeah, go Colonels.
Is it here? Hey, Coach. It's right here, but shouldn't you be at the game?
Carry your favorite team with you everywhere you go with a new EKU branded debit card from CG Bank. No matter what season it is, always show your Colonel pride.
Has anyone seen Coach?
Are you looking for a brand new SUV that won't break the bank? Look no farther than Jack Burford Chevrolet, home of the newly redesigned 2024 Trax. Bigger, bolder, more refined, and starting under $25,000, the new Chevy Trax is really upped its game. Come see us at Jack Burford Chevrolet in Richmond or check us out at jackburford.com to see everything this new Trax has to offer.
Heard the name Chenault Vineyards, but what do you know about it? Chenault Vineyards is a place for the community to enjoy. Central Kentucky's premier event and wedding destination with 5 event venues, full-service catering, over 13 varieties of wine, live music entertainment, seasonal food options, weekly themed Wednesday night out and girls night out, trivia, murder mystery date nights, and free yoga on the point with beautiful views. Everyone can find something to do at Chenault Vineyards. Want to know more? Follow them on Facebook and Instagram or plan your night out at ChenaultVineyards.com.
For years, Richmond residents have been searching for a heating and air company that can do it all. That search is now over. Don't let the name fool you. Fayette Heating and Air serves all over Central Kentucky for both commercial and residential customers. With Fayette Heating and Air, they promise that no matter the issue, no matter the time, you can expect award-winning heating repairs the first time, every time. Visit FayetteHeating.com to learn about special financing and how to sign up for the Comfy Club. With Fayette Heating and Air, complete home solutions.
If it won't go down,
call Mr. Reuter, the best in town.
What do I do now?
Call Mr. Reuter, the best plumber in town. Mr. Reuter is Central Kentucky's affordable and reliable plumber. Right now, get any drain in your home cleaned for only $89. Call 859-253-CLOG. That's 859-253-CLOG. So if you've got a problem that won't go down, call Mr. Reuter. He's the best plumber in town. He'll clean any drain in your home for only $89.
Now I know who to call.
Call Mr. Reuter.
Bye-bye, Poopy.
Richmond has its very own TV station, WBON TV Channel 9, featuring 4 new TV channels of programming. Our primary station, 9.1, is available over the air with an antenna on all area cable systems, Roku, and our live player at WBONTV.com. You'll love the local sports and other local programming, including the only local newscast for the greater Richmond area, live at 5 daily. Find out more at WBONTV.com.
Well, welcome back to Live at 5. It's Wednesday, and we have your Wanted Wednesday right here for you. Allison Hunter is our Wanted Wednesday for this week. Allison Shrell Hunter, 36 years old. You can see a picture of her there up on the screen. She is wanted for failing to appear in court on a burglary charge. She is listed as 5 foot 3 inches tall. She has brown hair and brown eyes. If you have any information about Allison Shrell Hunter, 36, you are asked to contact your local KSP post. Again, take a good look. Allison Hunter there, Wanted Wednesday for today. Well, the Fayette County Sheriff's Office is asking citizens if they have any information on fugitives on Fayette County's most wanted list. If you have any pertinent information regarding the whereabouts of these fugitives, you can take a look at those up there now. You're asked to please contact the Sheriff's Office. That is 859-252-1711. Again, take a look at that most wanted. This is out of Fayette County. Looks like we've got Jonathan Roberts, Christopher Young, Lynette Spencer, Becky Likens, and Aaron Heddleston, as well as Monica Smith. Take a good look at those pictures, and if you recognize anyone, you want to contact the Fayette County Sheriff's Office for Most Wanted. Well, thanks so much for joining us today here at Live at 5. Have a wonderful afternoon. Get out and enjoy this last day of really great weather, and of course, we'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.